find and book your perfect venue. Guys, you have 5 minutes exactly.
Let's go.
You're going to get a sneak peek of the whole presentation.
Thanks for the shout out. Ready? Yep. So today, it's my birthday. And that's actually not a It genuinely is my birthday. And this time last year, I was a disaster. I had arrived to Madrid, and everyone was asking me, what's the plan to celebrate? So I wanted to show that I could be a great host. When I started looking online, I realized that one, I couldn't get the information I needed, and two, there wasn't one place I could go to compare different venues. So I wasted more time than I cared to admit, and I actually just gave up in the end. And this is a problem. Think about how many events you go to for 10 to 100 people every month. And think about how painful it was the last time you were responsible for organizing that event. Something like a cocktail party or a team retreat. Finding space sucks. And that's why we created VSPOT. VSPOT's an online market that connects venues and hosts. It adds value to hosts because it gives them one place they can go to find, compare, and book venues. It adds value to venues as well in 3 ways. It increases their revenue, it saves them time, and it reduces their risk because we hold a deposit before the event takes place. You can think of it like Airbnb helps you find the perfect place to sleep, and VSPOT helps you find the perfect space for your event. So like all two-sided online platforms, we face that dreaded problem of what comes first, hosts or venues. So we know that if we want to get hosts, we have to have good content from venues. What we do is we scan the web and we curate for the best places and we directly put them on VSPOT. Only when someone actually wants to book it do we then go to the venue and ask for a formal partnership. So an example, as Paris mentioned, last night some of you went to El Patio de Fiscon for a meal. We found a little blog that was talking about Madrid, good places, and this restaurant came up. So we went to their website, we took some photos, we took some content, and we put it on VSPOT. When Liz told us that this was what she wanted to book, we went to the restaurant management, we asked them for a 5% commission on this event and all bookings going forward, which they agreed to. So we can really focus on building traction with hosts. We have a social marketing strategy to attract these people. They're people who are aged 25 to 45. They are socially connected people. They don't have time, and they need space for both their private events and for their professional life as well. So what we're going to do in this social media strategy is we're going to go to them before they realize that they actually need us. So like I said, it's my birthday. So starting last week, I would start to see advertisements on Facebook asking me if I have a space yet. So it's this proactive strategy that's going to help us build traction with hosts.
So how do we make money? Well, every time we pair up a host with a venue, VSPOT takes at least a 5% commission. And this business model is proven. We already have VSPOT.es, our MVP, which launched 1 month ago, where you can log on and find a great place for your next event. You can search by venue type or by neighborhood, and it's mobile ready. In 1 month, we've got 40 leads, and 30% of these have already converted into sales, which means that with zero money spent on marketing, we have early revenues. Our 18-month goal is to reach 350 venues and to book 4,800 events through VSPOT, both personal and professional. Doing this will generate over 400,000 in revenues, but to get there, we need investment. We're looking for investment to come in 2 pieces, 275,000 euros, 75,000 up front, and another 200 in 6 months when we've hit our first milestones. 16% of this will be to improve our website, and the remaining 84% will be used for sales and marketing. But don't invest in this idea. Invest in us, this team. Natalie, Christine, and myself, Elliot. Christine is a marketeer who has already launched and sold an online consumer design company. Natalie has managed projects in 13 countries and comes from a family of successful entrepreneurs. And I'm the people person, the IT people person, excuse me. I have a background in software implementation, and I manage everything to do with the platform. But perhaps most important is that this team has a culture of execution. We are VSPOT. We make you the perfect host in in under 5 clicks.
I'll be taking the questions if anybody has any questions.
A question about scalability of adding venues. Like, how do you add venues? Are you thinking about having a sales team to do that? What's the general plan?
Okay, great.
Well, our scalability plan for venues is pretty simple. Like Natalie explained, first we curate the venues, we get content into the website so that we can check out what people are interested in, and once we know what people want, we can approach the venue and see what they want. It sounds like we need a whole lot of venues, but in reality we need about 15 hosts per venue, so we really need more hosts than we do need venue. We're focusing on the top venues, so that means that we need about 350 venues like Elliot said. So the truth is that now we're doing it proactively, and in the future it starts to, this tip starts turning around, and we start doing it reactively. So people list their venues, and we start curating and saying yes and no according to the quality and our own KPIs for quality for these venues.
How do you plan on acquiring the users? Which channels do you think are going to work best? And I don't know if there's any associated costs that you've already started playing around with.
Well, we started playing around on a customer acquisition cost of about 13 per customer at this moment. We project that this number will fall to 7 in the future. What we've been driving basically are 4 strategies. One of them is to have, like Natalie mentioned, we're going to have a go-to-market for social ads to attract the personal kind of events, Google ads for the professional events, but we also want to generate our own promotional events so that we can start generating content. And as well, the idea is to have partnerships with schools, with universities, and with clubs, which we've already started here in Madrid.
So how do you differentiate yourself sufficiently from people who might be offering a similar service like a restaurant booking site or something like that?
Well, our key differentiators are basically 3. One of them is that we're not restricted to restaurants. The second of them is that we are in the specific market of 10 to 100 people, which nobody owns today in the market. So especially in Spain, nobody's doing that yet. And the third point is that in the future, we project that we're going to be handling especially unique venues. So it's places that people can't otherwise find unless it's through VSPOT. So these are our 3 main differentiating points.
Why only 5% commission as opposed to 15%, which should be much more standard with similar services?
Well, today we've already tested with 5%, and we know that 5% works. We just wanted to be a little bit more conservative to see if that worked in the beginning. We have seen that in general, the average is 15%. So rolling on to the next couple of years, the idea is to grow up to 13-15%, not only from commissions from the transactions, but also from additional revenues, such as exclusive spots on our website to promote special places, or also from additional add-ons that we project on the future.
When and how do you plan to eliminate the offline side of the business? Are you confirming availability with the venues?
You mean when we stop being offline and offer the instant booking?
Yeah.
Well, the idea is that that's one of the future things that we've identified that we want to have in our platform, which exactly providing venues with the opportunity to handle their own calendars through our platform. So that's also an additional source of revenue in the future, and that allows us to provide instant booking. So that's one of the ways that we stop being offline and go migrate specifically to the online.
Excellent. Good job, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Boa, boa.